Hello everyone, my name is Folly Videglah. I'm one of the students of doctoral program at Colorado Technical University CTU. Today I have a short presentation for enterprise architecture, especially Zachman Framework. We won't gonna spend a lot of time defining or playing around. Let's go straight to the framework. Thanks. Zachman Framework for Enterprise Architecture, Colorado Technical University. Enterprise Architectural Technology, IES 820-1404C1 class. The Zachman Framework in 1987, John Zachman, an IBM researcher, proposed what is now popular called the Zachman work frame, a way of conceptualizing what is involved in any information system architecture. The Zachman framework is one popular way of conceptualizing how all of the more specific architecture that an organization might create can be integrated in a comprehensive picture. The Zachman framework is an analytic model of classification scheme that organizes discrete representation. It does not describe an implementation process and is independent of specific methodology. The framework describes a holistic model of an enterprise information structure from 6 perspectives: planner, owner, designer, builder, subcontractor, and the working system. There is no guidance on sequence, process, or an implementation of the framework. The Zachman framework has 6 columns: why, how, what, who, where, and when. And on the other side, has a role: conceptual, logical, physical, and the detail. And all of them from the 36 cells, which is supposed to be filled up. Without filling up one of them, this framework is not complete. The Zachman framework, like I said, we have a data, which is what, the function is how to do it, the network is where, location, and the people who do it is who, and the time is very critical, was when, and the motivation, why. And the scope area, we have objective scope, the role of planner, the role of the owner, the designer, the builder, the programmer, and the user. All this is column, and in this 6th row will be used as a cell, and each cell from the top, from the bottom, constitute a complicated eye, and then going to the bottom, it will simplify. Like you have the data area, you have all the functional area, and so and so. We still talking about the same stuff: the data, the function, the network, the people, the time, the motivation, and the perspective. So all this come with the Zachman framework conceptual. As you can see, now we're going to go to the detail and show you the scoop on the column, and then we go to the 2nd row, which is enterprise model. The 3rd one is the system model, logical aspect. The row 4 is technical model, and the row 5 as we built, and the row 6 the functioning enterprise, and then how we do the work, which is an implementation. The framework's rules. What do we mean by that? The columns have no order. Each column has a simple and basic model. Basic model of each column is unique, and each row represents a distinct view. Each cell is unique, and the roles is combination. The cell is one row from a complete description from that view. Zachman Framework Role 1 Scope Planet View. You need the external requirement for driver, the business function modeling, and how, and the data what, how we going to be used, and the people who's going to use it, and where, how we going to do that, the network, how we going to display the time and when, and all that came in the one role as the requirement driver, the business function model. The role 2, enterprise model designer view. Okay, that view is where the business process model, business function allocation, elimination of function overlap and ambiguity, function how to do the business process, and then we need data. That time we need the business data, people who, the role and responsibility, each process, the network always come into place, the time and when, and then we go later on at the bottom where we're trying to implement. The row 3, system model designer view. Yes, that's where the logical comes, the information system, how to get all the data together, to use them to create a modular relationship between all the data and information, logical representation, access privilege, all that. And the network still in behind, the time comes and with logic, and then the implementation for the users down at the bottom. The role for technology model, builder view. What is that? The more physical, the technical management, the solution definition of the development, function specification that operate a technology platform, database management, the system, the DBMS, the requirement constraint, biological model, the network specifications, everything, the timing, the trigger, the record, all that. Now we're tackling the row 5 as a bit, how can we integrate all that? So the integrator view, configuration management deployment, program coded to operate on specific platform, data definition constrained by physical data model, access privilege code in access code, network device configuration to conform with the node specification, time and when is always there. Row 6, functioning enterprise. This is we call most of the time a user view, functioning enterprise operation management evaluation, operating characteristics of specific technology constrained by standard, functioning computer instruction, data value stored in the actual database, the personnel, the stakeholder working within the role and the responsibility without losing the scope of the network. That's the VA framework for, like we described it earlier, each view on the row side, and the data, the function, the network, the people, time, and the motivation is on the side. And each cell is the combination of data, each row and each column. Okay, Zachman is really an ontology of capturing the current state of an enterprise. It tells you what to do, but not how. The framework provides no guidance on the detail to design the architecture, how to deal with changes management, and how to focus on business outcome. In addition, the framework differs from others because it's a commercial framework where you pay to work with Zachman consultant and attend their seminar. Zachman working document and template are well guided. Okay, so why Zachman is so popular? He was the first one. It's used easy to use. It provides a common set of semantic that enforce consistencies across the wide range of participants in the enterprise architecture initiative. And in the finding, you have article defining, and the who, the how, all this kind of stuff. Zachman Framework is highly rated for its taxonomy completeness, very poor in process completion. It can be used in combination of them. Thank you for watching. This is kind of amateur video, but I guarantee you the next one will be better than this. I very appreciate your patience and thank you. And we'll see you next time.